What's up, guys? Dan and Nathan here from Madina Lake.
You are watching punkvideosrock.com at Vans Warped Tour 2011.
Peace.
Hey guys, Robert Herrera here with punkvideosrock.com, hanging out backstage at Vans Warped Tour Ventura, and we're hanging out with Madina Lake. How you guys doing,
What's up, man? We're doing awesome.
It's about time I finally get to hang out with you guys. I've been like trying to so hard.
Dude, can't thank you enough for having us, man.
Oh, thank you for hanging out.
Hell yeah.
So how's the Warped Tour going along for you guys? We're 8 days in. So
8
how's it
days
going?
in. It's going amazing. Like, this is our third time doing it. We did the whole thing once, and then a handful of dates on another one. We've been sidelined kind of for the past year, so we're just getting back out. It's kind of like our first touring we've done in over a year, and all the support that Warped has given us, even while we were down, has been like incredible. So to come back and see everybody like come out and represent,
hang out with you guys,
it's been like I don't inexplicable, really. We're
great.
so
You guys are actually the first band that don't look like you're exhausted from the tour.
Really?
You guys look so fresh right now.
That is wild to hear.
So how are you guys doing it?
I feel like shit.
I have no idea. That's awesome.
No, that's awesome. You know, it's weird. It's one of those things where, you know, not to be cliche, but now we've learned from having a year off that every single second of this is amazing, and it counts, and we're just grateful and appreciative and making the very, very most of it, you know. So it's been pretty amazing, man.
Have you seen the progression of the tour?
Very, very interesting, man. It started like in Texas, right? Dallas or something was the first date. Hot as hell, but really, like, I mean, there's amazing enthusiasm always at the beginning of a tour, but with one like Warped, it takes a couple days, I think, for all the bands to kind of like
to get used to everything.
Yeah, exactly. And I feel like it's just hitting its groove now, and everyone's made friends with each other already, and getting into the groove. And it's.
Have you guys had any awkward moments like first day of tour? Or
there's always awkward moments. Yeah, I think. Well, I sang like half a song, I think, a couple days ago without the mic plugged in. I didn't realize.
Getting our show started every day is always like a little bit of like, you gotta have the heart things, like, you know what I mean, to get it. Just with the gear and us being tired. I'm glad you said that we don't look how we feel.
No, you really,
feel pretty good.
You really don't, man. Like,
but then once it gets going,
you look fresher than I feel, you know, and I'm only here for 2 days.
Cool.
That's good to know.
So you guys recently signed to Sony?
Yeah.
Congrats on that.
Thank you so much.
How did you guys come about with getting that?
Man, it was really bizarre. Like, we're with Razor Tie Sony, which is a boutique, label. They've got like brand new and like pretty. It's a
good
really,
lineup.
Yeah, and exactly, and super diverse label. So amazingly passionate and about music in general. So we're very lucky. We were on Roadrunner, which is amazing, but it was definitely a metal label, and we're definitely not a metal band, you know?
Exactly.
So the fit was kind of weird, but, again, like...
Nonetheless, it still worked out for you guys for while you guys were on it.
Yeah, I mean, no doubt. We got really, really lucky. They're an amazing label, you know? There was absolutely no ill will when we parted, which is kind of... like not typical, you know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly. That's very true.
Yeah,
that's very true. It comes with a fresh look, I assume.
Yeah, true that. If we weren't out now, we'd be like bitching like crazy. But no, yeah, we made it through, and I think one of the things that was really amazing about the last year is while we were sidelined, one of our dudes was down injured, and the entire music community rallied behind him, behind us. And I think that really showed like the integrity of the industry and the power of it. Exactly. And it impressed so many people, like just worldwide, internationally, how everyone came together to support our band and our dude, regardless of whether you're a fan of metal or a fan of, hip-hop.
Everybody was still supporting.
Yeah,
it was cool.
Yeah, and I think that was a beautiful thing that came from the industry, and Warped especially was amazing. And
how's he doing, by the way? I heard he got married just recently.
Yeah, man, he did.
So,
he did the old Vegas elope a bit. Yeah, right. You're like, how are you doing, Matthew? You all right?
There's still going to be a band, right?
Yeah, I hope so. No, man, thank you so much for asking, but he's doing awesome. It's like every day he kind of sleeps all day. We get him up to play, and then right after we play, we bring him right back, to rest because
he's the baby right now for the band.
Yeah, exactly, and he still has a very long road to recovery. But it's a testament to his kind of strength and will that he insists on doing it.
No, and not just that though, but because of what went on with him, the fact that he's out here on Warped Tour and still playing, this is not an easy tour to be on.
Right.
So like that just shows a lot for him and as well as the band. So
cool, man. Thank you.
Congrats on that as well.
Thank you for saying that. Like that really means the world, man.
No, yeah, I mean, it is what it is, right?
Yeah, well, and we couldn't do it. Honestly, we couldn't do it at all without all the support, So that's like a thanks right back, to everyone who's even just thought of us or well-wished,
exactly.
I mean, it's huge.
Exactly. Yeah. You guys are currently, are you working on World War III?
Yeah, it's finished. We're done with it. It comes out September 13th.
Okay, and how did the title come about? What's the reason behind the title?
Well, we're like the band. We started the band to kind of like write a story over 3 records, and this is kind of the final installment of that story. But essentially, it's like every kind of like Star Wars or whatever. It's like this good versus evil metaphor, you know?
Exactly.
So for us, World War III is not like a literal war per se, but in fact, it's everything that causes all the turmoil and war and everything else, which is, we think, ego. You know, everybody who's got an ego that
it's going to cause drama.
It's going to cause drama, right? I mean, it's the greed and materialism and needing to be popular, cool, or this, that, or the other. It just creates negative energy, and so the Third World War, I think, is really a matter of dissolving the ego. It's like the self versus the ego almost, So hopefully everyone could just like get rid of the ego, be cool and to each his own and just be, be happy and be good vibe people.
Exactly.
So.
And you said September?
Yep, September 13th.
Okay, cool. And any headlining tour after this for the record? What can we expect?
Yeah, we're actually in the States. We're going to do some headlining in September, but otherwise, we're going to Japan, China, Australia, New Zealand, UK, and Europe in November.
Man.
Yeah, like all that within the next 6 months, I think.
I don't know how bands do that, man. Like,
I don't either, man. I mean, look at us.
That's unbelievable, but hey, still fresh and clean, right?
Yeah, right.
So, any last words you want to give out to the fans, the viewers out there?
Always, man. Not to be cliche or whatever, but a million trillion thanks for everything that everyone has done for us. Like, really saved Matthew's life, which saved my life and saved the band's life, and it means the world, and it really proved to the world what an amazing industry that, the music community and the artist community is. So, massive thank you.
Cool. Thanks for hanging out with us this year at Vans Warped Tour 2011. Be sure to subscribe to Punk Videos Rock on YouTube. And also, if you or a friend are struggling with depression, with addiction, or even self-injury, be sure to check out our good friends at Try Love in Her Arms.